At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And the Golden Gophers will put total leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Pope. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to get to him. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape and down.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Pope. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Pope. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
From the gun, the running back has it. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going. But
touchdown, Rutgers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's Pope. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Play number 10 on this series. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast.
Oh, he dropped it! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of the bounce.
To the air, it's Pope. Gets it out quickly. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking.
Off he goes! Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Still running at the 40. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down. On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on fourth down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Timeout, Rutgers.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It is good! And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by just 1 over Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab near the marker. It's Cole. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Working on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Pope. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On second down, just keeps firing. Coming after him. Finds a crease at the 20. knocked off his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is... back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got his man quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run.
Run play.
He stopped for no gain. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the quick spin move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Looking to throw, it's Pope. And they got him for the sack. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Got him downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off.
And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to him. position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
It's caught. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And that one will give them the lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Gets it out fast. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Try to get it on the ground. The Golden Gophers get enough to move the chains. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. Didn't really...
First down.
Started. But he has set him up at the 41-yard line. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He'll set up to throw. He's got the tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. He's looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
21.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quick release by the QB. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself...
Going deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Rutgers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Pope. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. It's complete on the right side. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. He makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd and very short here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Shoots it to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Here comes the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back.
Going downfield for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. The give as they work on that clock. At the 15, he's loose. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
They're trying to get to it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw. It's Pope. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Dialing up a second down pass play. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Working that left side now. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Line getting set on second down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.